That is quite a tale.
And it passes.
But if there's a moral in it,
Something happens to me.
I believe I missed it.
If anything happens,
What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some
Change that.
money, get some 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 money.
next one's in your fucking ear. That's my fucking stick. Do you want to know which sound?
Y'all calling me crazy when a been ballin' all day like Brady. Long hair this wavy, and a been shopping all day, no Macy. Hot fat first lady, you think can't date me? Look at your savings, you still waiting, still blowing out daisies, counting on daydreams. Crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no fake, like crazy. Crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hate, no fake, no crazy. None of them crazy. Then I ball like Spalding. Can't call my bluff when you finish my calling. Won't suck them all in. It's a brand new day, new pace like jogging. Straight facts, no jargon. It's a whole lot of big blue checks, no login. Love stress, no stalling. See a whole lot of big blue gets when I'm ballin'. I'm going crazy, yeah. Can't get me, yeah. Look at your savings, yeah. Got 'em going crazy, yeah. Look at your savings, can't get me. I'm going crazy, yeah. Can't get me, yeah. Look at your savings, yeah. Got 'em going crazy, yeah. Look at your savings, can't get me. Like a Mexico, I'm in a shore like a Mexico. I'm sure I can let you know. I'm a crazy to the point, I can let somebody. That's cuckoo nuts, crazy, amazing, buku bucks. Pay me awful luxury. Say me, who knew you go right now? Crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hazy, no fake, like crazy. Crazy, gotta go crazy. All of these hazy, no fake, no crazy. None of them crazy.
Praise God. They were roommates for a year.
Where's my back phone to Grace?
I can address it if you like.
No, I will. Have you discovered the source of latest funding?
We're still struggling to untangle that. You were right, though. There's a clept feel to it. Which specific family remains murky, but if I had to guess...
I don't want you to guess, Daniel. I want you to find out for certain. And then I want a body count. I'm sure you're aware that I could easily eliminate you in a number of ways with a simple wave of my hand. But I value you, Daniel. And I wouldn't want you serving in these institutes simply out of fear. It is the weakest type of motivation, powerful only in the short term. Doctor! They've had their wings. Birds. That's how they fly. Kiss, kiss, Daniel. Get it done.
It's a cool effort. I like your shoulder thing.
At least it says I'm laughing. today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of.
Yes?
Please tell me the peripheral is registered.
Just with a few friends on the occupation.
Okay, right, and you couldn't tell me that before I set up.
What's the rule?
Separate the gut and the ground. That'll make all this fall.
Can't touch it. For Christ's sake, don't hurt something and everything. Ben finds out Flynn is stuff. You're on your own. Scrub all connection. I'll be sure it's no secure package to you when we get to prison though.
Fuck's sake, Ash.
I could just send for him now.
No, they look dodgy. Just wait for my prompt.
I'll be listening.
Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no
Ask if you can go home. Maybe be an assistant constable.
This peripheral has been moving about the neighborhood in a manner that violates algorithmic predictions by several degrees of certainty. I was dispatched to investigate. Identity, sir.
Wolf Medicine.
Confirmed.
And this is Rainey Portis in the peripheral. A citizen of Canada. If you check, I think you'll see I applied for a remote visit visa in her name. 10 trips. 2 which have been used, this being the 3rd.
A third visit was neither requested nor approved.
Well, Rainey was feeling spontaneous.
Your remote visit is revoked. Please surrender the peripheral immediately for inspection and
You'll be wondering why we exited the vehicle, I suppose. Bit of an argument, actually. I'd really value your opinion, if you wouldn't mind. On Rainey's first 2 visits, she mentioned how the peripheral didn't look much like her. Wanted me to rent a different model next time she came to London. But what she didn't know is Perry isn't a rental. I own it. It was modeled on an ex-girlfriend. And it seemed easier to just keep using it, which was lazy of me and wrong. Because when Rainey arrived this time and found herself in the same Perry, she grew angry. Said I must not respect her if I ignored her request or cavalier. She jumped out of the car, which led us here to this present moment. But here's the thing, Constable. I believe I'm starting to have feelings for this woman. Or at least I'm feeling the possibility of feelings, if you follow my drift. I find you extremely alluring. Intelligent. Intriguing. Intrepid. Can't you fucking see that?
May I go home now, Constable?
Yes, ma'am. I advise you to register a visit as soon as possible, Mr. Netherton.
Yes, of course, Constable. Good day. Follow me.
need a second to recover. Oh, that's pretty.
Dr. Noonan? Grace. Thank you for popping by on such short notice. Of course, looks like we don't really have much of a chance to chat, do we? Feels like a dereliction on my part.
EA Sports, it's in the game. Wow, that's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction, one of the most exciting players in all of sports, now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
I'll get dinner started if you do me a favor. Find out what this is about.
How am I supposed to do that?
Figure it out. I'm not asking you how to get dinner going, am I?
Right to the air is Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Eckler now between the tackles. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And here's Collins throwing on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Collins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Eckler. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by McManus is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Collins to throw on 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Caught by Jones. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Collins now off the play fake. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mahomes now on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Robert Tunyon, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Robert Tunyon capping it all off on the touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And Detroit getting set to go now. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. and they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking Austin Eckler's way again. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On the out route, he's got Burks. And out of bounds right around the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Mahomes. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter, as that's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. First carry for James Conner. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Conner halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Throwing is Collins on 1st and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Collins. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball, you end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
Now Collins looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give running right is Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A good pickup there, a 22. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Collins. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And here's Collins to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here.
He's got his man, it's caught for a Lion touchdown. A.J. Green with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Tucker now to add the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. It's complete, Burks. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Miller, he's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes to throw once more. He finds his man complete. That's Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 39, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start our tour with a trip to FedEx Field, where we find Green Bay on the road to take on Washington. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Jonathan Taylor, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Collins looking to throw on second down. Same target. It's Jacobs again. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Collins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. They're going to look to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Collins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect him to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw for Eckler on the crossing route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you could use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. It's caught by Aguilar. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll run for it with Eckler. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Collins now throwing to start the drive. It's complete to Parker, left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw. Collins. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Off-play action. Collins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Collins. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Back to the running game with Jacobs, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Collins. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates impact.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes, and he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Collins. There, this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Now Balaj gets around him, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Throwing is Collins. On 1st down, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Off the play fake, Collins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Bud Dupree from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Collins. Green's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And out now come the Cowboys. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Slant route to Miller. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Draw play, it's Eckler, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Mahomes. That escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Detroit, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in trap, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm turning my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jacket, I told her to join me. She good with a safe, you know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. These visors come on my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. But soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling real. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to down. I'm in LA, right around and around. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you will hear a sound. Hold on. Money call it right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make that get around right now. Two turned up, turned down right now.
Makes it faster, right? You get some stars and get around right now. So because points faster and skills faster.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hook, don't find it. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone, I get a going Donkey Kong.
And it dampened my morale. Okay, I as the coach got it. Said that, then the result was my morale.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finished.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got on the ring, stuff. My team is the truth. But they some liars to you. And they never sing, huh? But they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain. Cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.
top of you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack from my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm paying. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me. Cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. Honest, her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she bought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it, but she did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't tryna steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shop it. Can't trust them cause they not my cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. Try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things. That's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch.
It's not a conflict of interest.
Could've been with the business. West Coast, rockin' the Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade you, then upgraded the world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 101 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2 on 2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the red dude, red got them going. That's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah. I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Haunting up the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Focus on me.
But she is paving the way for a new generation to fill the leadership ranks. The number 2 Democrat, Steny Hoyer, is also stepping aside.
When I came to the Congress in 1987, there were